Alright, YouTube. Sorry I haven't made a video in a very long time. Been busier than all hell. As you can see, the beard grew back. But anyway, I'm at this yard, and this guy has this Chevy. I think it's a 4500 or a 5500, whatever it is. He's got this hydraulic dump body. You see I got it propped up here. But he I think he put 7 tons into it, and it wouldn't lift. It refused to lift. And I think he said he shoveled out like a ton or two, maybe 2 tons. I think he said it lifted at 5 tons. But historically, this thing always lifted at 7 tons. So we're taking a look at the pump here. This is a pump, electric motor, and it provides hydraulic power to this piston here, which lifts the body. So my initial thoughts is, I'll take this pump back to my shop and rebuild it. That's my initial thoughts. But so pretty much what I'm thinking is either we got a bad relief valve, maybe the pump is worn, maybe she's seen better days, we'll see. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some cleaner, try to clean the piston so I can see what working pressure this piston's at. I mean, my initial gut is 2000 psi, but it might actually be more. So but in any case, I got a new fancy magnetic base I'm going to clip you to, and you can see me get at it here and see what the hell's going on. So it's got this jack here in case the bed falls on me. This thing's a little rinky, so you see I got my nice 6x6 here that'll cover my ass if shit gets real. So anyway, I'm going to clip you to the base here, and you can see me get at it. Hopefully you can see everything. Yeah, I gotta get better at making the videos because, I either forget to charge the damn GoPro or I'm using the SD card. I gotta get a new SD card. I think if I was really rolling in the cash, I would buy another GoPro, but we're not rolling in the cash. Anyway, sorry if it gets noisy. I'm going to try to be as loud and as I can. We are at a truck yard, so, and 78's right here, so it might get a little loud. Windex. So I'm just trying to get some specs off of the hydraulic pump here, because when I set this pump, I'd just like to know what the operating pressure is of the pump. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this stuff off. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but I don't know, I've been having a hard time finding specs on this thing. There you go. I scratched the right spot. It says not to, I think it says not to exceed 3200 psi. Do not exceed 3200 psi. hydraulic pressure injury or probably serious death. That's pretty much all it says. Do not exceed 3,200 psi. So at least when I set this up at the on the bench, at least I know what to set the hydraulic pressure to. So. I don't see any shit on the fast 3/8 or R. Usually the PSI limits are on the hoses and I don't see it. 3/8 SAE 100R. Okay. So I think I'm going to actually lower the bed a little bit, get more pressure on this thing. I'm gonna lube all these up because they have seen better days. These should be swivels. They don't look like they are swivels. No, they do not look like swivels to me. Shit like this kills me. Yeah, it's not a swivel. Jerk-offs. See, if they put a swivel here, then I can disconnect the hydraulic lines. And now I can't. Looks like they got a swivel there. Swivel there. So I'm debating here. I might want to... No, I'd like to deadhead it. Yeah. I'd like to deadhead it and know where we're at. And maybe I can deadhead it. I could probably deadhead it. Yeah, but you know what? Irregardless, we should probably take it apart. Biggest fear of taking this shit off is the bolt snapping. You know, this thing's a 2003, I think, and it's got some rust on them. But it's usually expected with these dump trucks. All right, don't exceed 3200 psi hydraulic working pressure. All right. Always remember to zip your bag. Supposed to be a swivel, but she ain't swiveling too good. Just gonna turn you so you can see what the hell I'm doing. Channel locks. Try to force the hose to be a swivel again. There we go. Now she's swiveling. I also got to get back on the Alsa. I've been dragging my ass on that one. Ain't no one's fault but mine. fine. But this asphalt company's been keeping me pretty freaking busy. So I got this hose off. And just want to get a cap for that end if I got something. I didn't bring my hydraulic caps, otherwise I'd cap it, but so I'm just using a bag and a zip tie for right now. I mean, there's no pressure on it, but I don't want anything to leak out really. So we can use the minimal leakage. That would be good. Alright, so that's that one. And we got the down one. Now the down one's probably gonna have more pressure on it. I'm sorry, the up one. The up one's gonna have more pressure, so we're gonna crack that one super slow. For the reason that feels smaller. Huh. Two different fittings. Okay. This one started to swivel right away, which is good. Okay. That one is leaking. Drain out accordingly. Doing it slow because don't get a shitload of automatic transmission fluid to the face. So we're just gonna let that drip. Yeah, we got pressure on the beam. Man, these bolts are crusty. I fear for the worst on this one. That hurt. Right in the funny bone. Alright, probably gonna have to use the impact on that one. 13. Alright, let's see if these will bust. Nope, just rounding the fuck off. Yeah, that one's loosening. Not this one. This one's gonna be a motherfucker. Got it. Are we missing a washer? Okay. Let's see how our buddy here is doing. There we go. So, oh man, this magnetic base is tight. Disconnected this cylinder, disconnected that cylinder. Remember, I got my 6x6 holding me up. And now I'm going to disconnect the electric. And I'm going to take this pump assembly back to my shop. And I'll rebuild it. So, yeah. So, we've got power and controls here. Okay. You're going to want to safe this positive wire off, and I think I'll just wrap electrical tape around it. You know what, I'll just put in this cover. That'll be fine. And then check this guy off. I gotta mow the grass today at home. That's on the to-do list. I gotta make everything a different size. For ground. Okay. That's disassembled. This is disassembled. That's in here. So, get my Torx. Let's see if it's a T20. T20, man. I'm getting good at this. And this is the actual control assembly. Control wiring here. I'll put this back in its slot. Well, let's get this thing. Actually, we'll leave that out. That and this here. Okay. So we should be able just to yoink the pump. And we can. Okay. Alright guys, so I am going to clean up all my tools, and I'm going to take this pump back to the shop. I'm going to take it apart, probably just replace the O-rings in it. I'll probably paint the fucking thing, and then we'll set the pressure at the bench, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to wrap things up and head home, and then tune in. See ya. Hey guys, real quick, I brought this back to my shop, and I resealed it and checked everything out. Everything was to spec, so there were a couple shitty O-rings in there, so I ended up replacing the O-rings. But more of the story is she's rebuilt, she's working well, and sorry we got a big rig next to us that's idling, but I just wanted to show you how to set the pressure on this thing. So on the side here, you have this top regulator here. This is like your ultimate relief valve. So what you want to do is you want to set that with a working pressure gauge based on the cylinder. So the cylinder says do not exceed 3200 psi, and this guy runs it a little hard, so I set it to its maximum limit. So when you're setting these things, you want the maximum up force here, so I got it cranked up pretty high. So what I'm going to do is push up on this thing, and you'll see my gauge go all the way up to 3200 psi when it's maximally extended. Boom, when she maxes out. So I set that here, and so we set it to its max, and we'll let the guy know. He might have to take it a little easy, but she's set and ready to roll. So I didn't get to show you rebuilding the video because honestly it was pretty boring. I don't see a need for it. It was pretty simple. All you're doing is resealing it. You got to check the rotors, make sure everything's spec, and they were. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this one. So I'm gonna call it a day, I guess. See ya.